Hi everybody, it's Erin again, Doug Love, and we are going to look at two exciting tools and what they can do for you. Please remember, of course, that we're always accepting donations to Coastal Harbor. They go in the bin over there. We love to have them. So let's get started. So this is the Spiky Ball. You can find this at the boxing gym. And this is just a lacrosse ball. This is one I found in Daphne Park. Lacrosse season is near. If you go out, you can find them, or we can find some for you. You can also buy like special balls for myofascial release online, but these I find the cheapest because they're free, and you can travel with these really good. So the thing I wanted to show you that I thought would be really helpful is to go from glutes down with this ball. And then for the spiky ball, I was going to show you some fun with your feet. So the thing to do is I like to start up and go down, but you can kind of start anywhere with these. So hopefully you can see a little bit. I basically just put this right where the ball socket joint is. And you basically start running this ball around your body until you find a spot that makes you go, then stay and just sit here for a second and breathe into it. Sometimes it'll release on its own, sometimes not. You can also, I started from this position just because it gives me the most access to all the little fun muscles you got in this part of your body. But you can also extend the leg and move it up and down. I can actually feel hamstring, I guess it's my hamstring, moving around. And you can get all the way, I'm going to dip all the way into my hip. And you can actually, if you straighten the leg, you can get right where your IT band connects, which is harder to, it's great to do that with a foam roller, but if you can get that little, point with a little ball, it's super effective. You can continue to use these things, as you can see here, it's still going down your leg. Oh, that's a nice spot right there. We'll stop there. And any real place that you start feeling kind of, one of my favorite things to do is just hit right where the insertion point on your, there's sciatic nerve, and there's your hamstrings right there. And you just sit on it and release. And that's part of it, is letting whatever it is relax over the ball or the foam roller. We'll do foam rolling another day. I'm going to switch legs, just so if you're doing this with me, you can do that. You might find that one side is different than the other. This one, for me, this hip is a little, I hope you don't see my terrible feet, is a little more gnarly. And it's different for everybody, what you'll find, where you'll stop, kind of thing. Sometimes it just feels good to move those muscles around. And then again, I'm just going to go try to get it so you can see. I'm going down my leg. And that's a nice spot for me right there. Oh, and hamstring and what have you. You can also, with these, a really easy place to get to, or not easy, but fun, is if you lean back on it. Don't ever put it right, like if this is your spine, always put the ball, I'll use this one as an example, on the sides, not right on top of it. If it feels good to put it on top of it, I don't think there's much of a problem, but it's not really going to do anything. But I'm right above like my iliac crest, which is the back of your hip bone, and there's a lot of really interesting muscles that connect there. So if you have like some specific pain, you can go in that direction. Another really good one, which is hard to show you, but I will attempt, is you find your hip flexor, lay down, and just relax over it. And it might take it a second to find it. Oh, there it is. This one, though, I'm not going to stay in. That's a really good one to do before you go to sleep because it's supposed to be relaxing. You also can take this ball and get into your psoas muscle, but it's really painful. So maybe find something. We've got in the boxing gym, there's a little die, like dice, and it's the yoga poses dice, and it's smushy, use that instead. It's actually a little bit gentle. And of course we have the red psoas machine. So I'm laughing because I find that one a little bit brutal. The spiky ball. Spiky ball is really good if you've got perpetuating issues. This is my fun leg. I've got some residual tendonitis back here, and then plantar fasciitis is just a constant thing that I have. Even if you don't have any problems, I checked this on my husband who doesn't have plantar fasciitis, and I said, roll this ball around. I have one at home, and tell me what you think. And he found some spots. So what you see me doing is just, this is what I do like when I'm checking my email, or sometimes right before dinner as I'm clearing off the table, which I can do while I'm sitting down. I'll do this watching television, because this little spike ball, those little spikes can break up all sorts of tissues that are needing blood flow, because your fascial tissue does not get a lot of blood flow, so sometimes you have to encourage it. This is one method I'm doing on purpose, is just doing the feet. Now you'll see people go, don't roll your heel. My heel, and I've seen it on an x-ray, I know right here is a spot that I need to work in. But right here before your heel, that arch, and then on to the ball of your foot, this is where that tissue comes through. It connects back here at an insertion point. And that's your plantar fascia foot. You can roll it around, what have you. If I want to, I'll do a half squat here. You could stand. I would recommend getting a tennis ball and standing on that. It's much gentler. But you can put more weight on it and roll it through. One of the best things you can do is put it right under this bridge of your toes and just leave it. And sometimes I put my hands like so. And what that does, it really just spreads out all of these tarsals a little bit. It's a nice stretch, if nothing else. If I was being a better roller, and I'm just doing this because I'm a bit lazy today and I'm about to start doing my workout, but plantar fasciitis does not necessarily start only in your foot. It starts up here with the calf muscle. And so I can use the lacrosse ball, which actually works just fine. You can do it on both legs. It's a bit exciting. Camera. So if I'm using the lacrosse ball, you can move it around and you can find, some really interesting little spots. But for the methods of today, I'm going to use this little guy. I'm going to start right under my knee, never on the knee, and just start trying to find sort of, using your toes, go like 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you can find lots of it. And mostly you'll see that I'm moving my body around versus moving the leg. I'm trying to get this to sort of dead leg and not really have much to do with anything, so it'll relax. And you have more relaxation here, and then I'm going to move it down here. And voila. You can, so that's the spiky ball, which is more for crunchy feelings. This ball too, you can use the camera. It's hard to see where I'm going to put it, but if you've ever had a massage, they'll put their arm with your shoulder blade and push up. So you can do, the same thing. I'm going to try to keep my arm over here. Oh, good morning. And that, I always roll up on the back instead of going down when I'm on my shoulders, just because it feels better that way. Same side. And if it hurts, super hurts, don't do it. If it's where I'm at right now, I'm just going to sit here and support my head. You see my arm is still, it's not on the ground. This arm is I just had to release. And that's what we're going for. This sweet release. You can use it as well, like right on the back of your neck. Come back here. Again, don't put it right on your vertebrae, but you can put it in your hand and do that kind of rubbing motion. Ow, ow, ow. I wouldn't do it while I'm laying down like that because I'm straining my muscles, but more like this. You can roll out your arm. You can put it anywhere you want to, really, except for right on joints. This will do nothing. This will do nothing. Just be like shoulder, ow. But if you get into like in the pec kind of thing, if you've ever had a really good massage and they'll lift your pec up for you. But see right here, I don't know if you can really see. This is right on the edge of my shoulder. And that's a really nice feeling right there. And one right here as well. So these are in the gym for you whenever you want to play with them. I would definitely see what is sore in your body or not. It's actually kind of fun and surprising what you can find. So good luck, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.